So, welcome once again to the Market Mindset Podcast. We are here with a very special guest. We are here with Mr. Corey Bullard of Bull Fitness. This is the guy you go to when you want to get everything in shape, everything in alignment. So, Mr. Bullard, welcome to the Market Mindset. We are happy to have you here today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Glad to be here. Happy New Year once again to Terrell and Robin.
Mm,
Happy New Year, Bahamas.
nice.
Happy New Year to you. So, Mr. Bullard, tell us a little bit about Bull Fitness.
Well, Bull Fitness Bootcamp it's a fitness and wellness company, and we train from the amateur to the professional. It's me and my wife's Desiree, and she's also a certified trainer, and we run a couple of boot camps. We do personal training. We do mobile training, which means we'll come to you.
Mm,
We also work outside of or inside rather Empire Fitness here in the East.
mm-hmm.
So we're certified trainers, um, certified in sports nutrition and hydration, certified in nutrition, and me myself, I have 25 years experience in training and coaching,
Oh.
Mm.
and my specialty is strength and conditioning.
Ah,
And every body needs some sort of strength and some sort of conditioning.
true.
So that's what we do. We're a health and wellness and fitness company.
All right.
Okay.
Bahamian
And
bread.
Bahamian bread. and it,
Correct.
certain things that you said is really important because uh, I may not be a person who trains. We just passed the new year, and we are in Bailey Park, and your friendly neighborhood park is gonna be really full now because New Year's resolutions are gonna
Yes.
gonna start, and we're gonna start walking and whatever have you. And
Hallelujah.
it's important with your experience. It's important that you're gonna come to wherever I am to make me feel much more comfortable. Because our second question is how are you? How do you adapt to different persons' workout styles? And it's important to know because I may be a person who I just stick in a Zumba fitness tape and I dance in the front room, and certain gyms you go to or certain personal trainers, they have one rigid style that the rest of the field can't keep up with. So how do you kind of adapt from person to person?
Well, that's a good question, Travell. Um, really, in fitness, you should learn to adopt. With me, I started out with the gym, but I learned over the years to be, and because I wanted to be too, to be more functional in my fitness. So I mean, when you start a client, you give them a small interview and you find out what their goals are.
Nice.
You find out if they have any health or medical issues, and you start from the bottom. So you just go according um, to the person's
Their
fitness
set
level.
to their set to
Yeah.
their expertise.
Hmm.
So you right. So you don't train everybody the same way unless let's say if I'm training bodybuilders and I'm doing a bodybuilding session, then I would train everybody the same way because it's a bodybuilding session.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I've found out that the more versatile you are in your training, the better, both physically and also from a business standpoint.
Mm,
So I am very, very, very adaptable.
nice.
I get trained from the crippled to the blind. I like to say.
Awesome. Now, one thing that I find very admirable, sorry, about you, Mr. Bullard. I saw you starting to train in Commonwealth Bankyard, and then you were at Empire Fitness, and then it was a small group, and I saw a large group. But to do that, to grow, and I feel like to grow as fast as you have, and I've seen you train through whatever it is, through COVID, through whatever it may be, you find a way to change your style. So that's um you're able to adapt just by that. You find a way to change your style and to keep on going. So what caused you to develop such an appreciation for wellness, such a drive and a passion, so that you can grow so quickly and be so flexible?
Well, when I started on a personal journey of mine. I wanted to be bigger and stronger because I was really slim, and that's how it started with me. And with training, and as I got into it and get to learn, people always used to tell me, say, man, you really have a natural knack for this. You're very good. You know the body. It's something natural. So it's my outside of the good Lord, it's my passion, it's my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what my purpose is. That's helping people get fit. And so, like I said, you adapt, and this is something like anything else. You have to love it because you have to love teaching people because essentially that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's teaching people, it's instructing, it's having patience,
Mm-hmm.
and so it has to be something you love. And I love it. I love getting people from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
I love the success stories. I love when people could tell me, say, I've changed their life in certain ways, and I see the progress. I love it. It's really rewarding, and also, a lot of times I get the opportunity to share the gospel, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
it's work, but it's not work for me.
Nice. Nice. And that's important because the old cliche line is if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And
Correct. That's
when you
true.
love what you do, rain or shine, you're out there. When the game stops,
Correct.
you're still on the court shooting jump shots because it's not a job, it's a passion. And when you're passionate about something, you want to not only draw the best out of someone, but you like to see them grow. You like to you're able to
Correct.
remind them of, hey, this where you were at the start of this journey. It may be hard, but look at the progress that you've made.
Yes.
So that's important. Now, segueing to
Very
this,
important.
the world was shut down from March because of COVID-19. But as Robin previously pointed out, it did not affect Bull Fitness.
Not at all.
I
No,
would
it
be
did not.
I would be
No, it
scrolling,
did not.
through my my WhatsApp stories, and there it is.
Yeah, it did not.
I would
It
hear
did not.
from who tired, who tired, you tired? No, I ain't tired. To you know, let's go, five more.
That's
You know,
definitely a meme to be created, Mr. Bullard. Who died?
yeah. So tell the listeners about that. How was the 2020 period with COVID and everything else? How was that for Bull Fitness?
You know what? Uh, you know, all honor belongs to God because it's not me. It was, I mean, it was successful, very
Yes.
successful.
Yes.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Mm,
I mean, the business grew by leaps and bounds. I when I learned that we were going to shut down, I called up all my clients. I said, look, the world's shutting down, but we ain't stopping. Who's with me? Half was like, man, coach, the COVID, this and that. Half was say, look here, where you will be.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. And can I say that we got run from the police like 5 or 6 times in certain places? And then, then I guess this my little secret. One of the sergeants supposed to be able to say, coach, man, yeah, if you could find somebody and train. And I used one of my clients' yard, and that was it. We never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, the mantra I was pushing was that because of the pandemic, rather, that attacks your immune system,
Mm-hmm.
you should train and work out.
Yeah.
It made sense to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And, through the grace of God, people just followed me. And like you say, if you watch my snaps, if you watch Instagram, Facebook, I never ever stopped. Never.
Mm-hmm.
And
No.
people were like, man, what, you still train? I said, yeah, as long as people were willing to train with me.
Right journey.
And, no one got sick because I have my thermometer and my sanitizers and all that. I have the full 100, man. I don't do full,
Mm-hmm.
so it the business was and has been booming.
Nice.
So it that's what it is. Yeah,
Nice.
business was good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Bullet, that is so awesome to hear. And like I said, we saw the proof is in the pudding with you. We've seen it, we've watched the snaps, and we said we have to
Thank you.
have Corey Bullet on the market mindset because he's the true definition of drive, of push, and product. So, Mr. Bullet, we're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, and we will be right back with you to
Okay.
hear some more of this awesome information.
Right. Okay.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Starting a business or simply refining your brand? Well, Everest Consultants are here for you. Contact us for business flyers, promotional videos, website design, or even Facebook business page uplifts. You can reach out to us at 815-8546. Send us an email at everestconsultants@gmail.com. Visit our website at www.everestconsultants.com. We cannot wait to start this journey with you. Okay, so we're back with Bull Fitness owner Corey Bullard. The interview has been great so far, but this is where we really jump into the meat.
Yes, it has.
And because we know business owners, Bahamian business owners all over, the persons who may be planning to start a business, watch the market mindset. So every business owner that we bring on, we like to have an educational segment, and that's what we're hopping into. And we're going to start off with this. Corey, what has been your biggest difficulty starting a business in the Bahamian market?
The biggest difficulty, you know what? I would say marketing.
Okay.
Marketing. Even though lately it has turned out to be my biggest asset,
Mm-hmm.
but marketing and getting your name and getting the business out there and getting the Bahamian people who are very fickle and
Uh-huh.
skeptical
Mm-hmm.
to to
Buy
follow
in.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been the biggest thing. I
Mm-hmm.
guess for my line of business, I guess other businesses might say, trying to get government contracts here and there.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot of red tape.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, that's been the biggest thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
other than that, it hasn't been too difficult.
Okay.
well, like I said, we've seen a lot of success from you. So, what will you say is your biggest success then, since you've started Bow Fitness?
I would say when I started to seriously market and brand the logo and the company,
Mm-hmm.
when I invested in a professional logo, and when I started investing in more equipment and marketing, videos,
Mm-hmm.
and flyers, professionally done.
Mm-hmm.
That's when things really started to pick up even more. Facebook ads, Instagram ads. When I started, truth be told, just the simple adage in business,
Mm-hmm.
to make money, you have to spend money. That is the truth. That's not just a saying. And that's when things really started to pop off.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting that you say that. Before we continue on, because on the market mindset, we like to be honest above all else with new business owners and pre-existing business owners. One of the things that even we have a podcast. One of the things that we find exactly what you say, we have to invest not just our time, but our finances into our dream
Yeah.
because it is nobody has to buy in. Nobody has to watch the podcast. But like we said before, we have to be on the court shooting after the game is done. Running those ads on
Correct.
social media, word of mouth, of course. Hey, have you watched the podcast? You have to be able to, at the drop of a hat, market your business. Have some sort of marketing material where that person could visualize what's going on. Because gone are the days when somebody, you walk up on them and say, hey, you looking for a trainer? Bull Fitness. And the person's asks, you have a card? No, I don't have one on me, but no. You
No.
you have to have that marketing material with you at all times. So it is important that you said that.
Hey, I've
Go ahead.
yes, I've gone so far as to have digital cards that I send to your phone.
Yeah,
That's what it is now.
I
yeah.
mean, it's crazy. I still have the regular cards, but it's crazy. So I've been just looking into, let me just say this, marketing, because I never really truly believed it,
Mm-hmm.
but marketing is key,
Yes.
especially in the social media world. It's
Mm-hmm.
key. You,
Mm-hmm.
I repeat, I don't care what business you have. You have the market, market, market.
Yes.
Hey, look, Coca-Cola been in business but for 110 years.
Yes, sir.
They still market. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
think they need the money?
Yes,
No,
sir.
they understand marketing.
Yeah. And
So so that's
it's
what I learned. And,
it's
and that's what I
crazy.
do. I market, market, market.
It's
Mhm.
crazy. Facebook and
Yeah, they still market.
Instagram and Snapchat,
Hmm.
where people go to
Yep.
market, they still have their own marketing
Yep.
campaigns.
They still market, right?
Yeah,
So if they think they still need the market, and they're
exactly,
conglomerates,
exactly,
much less a business like mine or yours.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
So that's the set. So you have to have a marketing mindset. So really, literally, that's the key to business.
exactly.
That's it's almost like marketing then service, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So
So, Mr. Bullet, with
that's what I've learned.
everything that you've learned through this venture, with the steps starting from the bank, moving to the gym, and going through 2020, with everything that you've learned, if you had to start all over again, if you had to start everything all over again, is there anything that you would do differently?
Yes, I would launch a marketing campaign from the
First.
outset.
Okay, okay.
Correct. Or while I'm working from the first, I would I would concentrate on marketing big time from the
Mm-hmm.
from the outset.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you say
That's what I
that?
would do over.
So this is giving you a marketing head. So would you say that you've learned a lot of skills
Correct.
that you could probably take and do on your own now?
Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, I have a few um, certifications that I have yet to finish, but I have them. One is social media marketing, and one is it's a couple. So, and that's what I did over the pandemic as well. I got more certifications, and I educated myself a lot more
Mm-hmm.
about my craft,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I did too, and that's what I urge people to do because they're going for dirt cheap. Some of them are even free if you look hard enough, but you
Yep.
got to put in the time
Yep.
and you got to put in the effort. So There's literally no excuse now. So that's what's been good about 2020. A lot of things were exposed. A lot more things were available, even though there were a lot more restrictions,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
But it's like Pastor said this morning. You got lime, you make lemonade.
yeah, yeah,
Simple as that.
yeah. And before we get to the next question, I'm thankful for 2020. If we did not have a 2020, we probably would not have started a podcast. You know,
Amen.
so it is just seeing the glass either half empty or half full. You know, it depends on
Definitely.
what you do.
Amen.
Definitely.
You know, and yeah. So
Yep.
this
True.
listeners, if you didn't listen to any other question um, of this fitness phenomenon, I'd say, you know, this is the question that you definitely want to take out those pencils or pens,
Focus on this.
you know, and paper. Definitely focus on this.
And I think I know the answer, but we'll ask the question anyway.
Now, Mr. Corey, you've come on the market mindset, and the market mindset every episode is twofold. One, we want to feature businesses that we think are doing great. You know, businesses who are giants in their field, even if they're just starting out. But also, our podcast is one of education. You know, gone.
Education is key.
Education is key.
Yeah.
I may want to start a business tomorrow, but I don't know exactly, you know, what to do.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's
where to
important.
start.
It's important for us to learn from one another.
Exactly. So this is the question:
Um,
what would be your best word of advice that you would give somebody who wanted to start a business today, whether that be in fitness, health and wellness, or something entirely different?
Good question. Good question. Well, it's a couple of things. One, know what your business is.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
Okay, don't just because you see Terrell do it or you see Robin do it or someone else do it and you think you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably if it's something that you're already good at, your talent. So
Mm-hmm.
know what your business is,
Mm-hmm.
study it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, learn the dynamics of it,
Mm-hmm.
see how it'll work in the country or on the island. Get yourself as educated as possible. And then when you talk about the legal part, you know, try to like business from the get-go, put together a business plan, all these things that you can get done locally a lot cheaper now.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a key piece of advice for me. Find out what you're good at, what you can do, study it, know it, get the specs, if it's worthy to, if it makes sense to open it up, if we need it, et cetera,
Mm-hmm.
and then you start from there. Don't just go in blindly into it because you think or you see somebody else doing it or anything like that. Know what your niche or your talent or know what you're good at or know what's needed,
Agreed.
Makes
and
sense.
then you start.
Agreed.
I think I've seen too many of us over the years just jump into something because Tom, Dick, and Harry did it,
Mm-hmm.
and then, or they jumped into something and realized, boy, I didn't get enough education on this or enough study on this, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be my advice right there.
Totally right.
Know what you're good at, know what you want, get some education about it, study it, learn the dynamics of it, and then go the legal route, get your license, et cetera, and then go from there.
Nice.
And of course,
Build your
market.
foundation.
Marketing is key.
Market, market,
Market, market,
marketing is key.
market. So if it's nothing
Marketing is
else
key.
that you've learned from watching this show,
And you, mhm.
it's the last points that Mr. Bullet gave, which is study, investigate, learn more about your business venture, develop your business plan, do all of that, and then when you're getting started, marketing is key.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bullard, we want to thank you so much for joining us. You have definitely been an inspiration, as you always are. Thank you for lending us your knowledge and
Thank
your
you.
words today. It was absolutely
Thank you.
awesome. And we just
Thank
want to
you.
know, is there anything else you want to say to us before we go? And let us know, for everyone who's watching, how can we find you? What are your social media handles and everything? So we know just where to go to get that body in shape.
Well, the, sh- the show is excellent. I thank you guys so much. I hope you invite me back sometime in the near future.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
anything I can do to help you with the show, just let me know because I have a lot of clients. We have a lot of clients. We can point towards the show and work together because I've also learned that networking, I missed this out, networking. 2020, Bahamians never used to network because of jealousy or whatever the case may be, or, I don't like Terrell and this and that. But networking is key.
Yes, sir.
Networking is key. And this 2020, we had to do a lot of networking. That is key. That's like marketing is key one, network is key two. So that's very, very, very important. I forgot that out. And it was really, really good. Now, to reach me, I'm on Facebook and Instagram,
Okay.
Corey Trainer,
Hmm.
and also my numbers are 822-2855.
Hmm.
That's my business number. You can reach me at that anytime. Okay. So just look me up. All the information on my website is www.bullfitnessbootcamp.com. Like I said, when you go on my pages, all the information is there.
Mm.
Numbers, website, everything is there.
Nice.
So once again, it's Instagram and Facebook at Corey Trainer.
Nice. All right. Like Rob said,
So just
go ahead.
so just hit me up and Bull Fitness to the world.
Exactly.
Full fitness to the world.
Uh, and like Rob said,
Strong mind, strong body.
Yes, sir.
thank you so much for
Get out and
coming on the
get
show.
out and get it.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. As we see
Okay,
from
guys.
your WhatsApp status, you can be outside training. So the fact that you took the time and give us some of your time, we definitely appreciate it. And like you said, we definitely will have you back on the show. And to all of our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in once again to the Market Mindset with us, with Corey Bullard, fitness extraordinaire. Until next time.
I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Have a
Love you
good day.
too.